Excuse me. Oh, goodness. Good morning. It's morning here. No, it's not. It's afternoon. I haven't been up that long, so I think it's morning, but it's really afternoon. And I'm Scrappin' Lizzie here, and I want to welcome you to my, whatever this is called. Okay, now, what I'm doing today is I'm going to show you my progress on my album, my junk journal using my Placemat. Placemat. Now, I had first told you how I was going to flip it up and make a pocket inside. Well, when I thought of that a little bit further, I decided I didn't like that idea because then I don't, then my cover would be like off kilter. You know what I mean? Off kilter. And so instead, what I did is I made a stitch across the middle and made like a tube thing and stitched that. See, you can see here, kind of in here, it's like there's like a tube thing. And then before I stitched in these here pages, see, I already showed you them pages, but before I stitched in them pages, then I run this tie through there. This tie is actually, it came off of my hoodie. It fell out of the hole in the hoodie, and so I put it on here instead, which I should have put it back in my hoodie, but I'll find something else to put in my hoodie. This is on here. It's like a twill thing, yeah. So I run that all through that little tube, so it goes all the way around inside there. So I can tie that up when this thing gets done. And so, oh, and then I added some lace. This is really pretty lace. If you can see it, it's like lace, but it's got like some ribbon in the ribbon runs through it right there. And I put that at the top and then at the bottom. I sewed that on with the sewing machine. I think that looks pretty good. I'm still going to be adding some more stuff here. Somewhere on this front, it's going to have like, buttons or bows or buttons and bows. Something, I don't know. Something's going to be on the front. But anyway, so I stitched in some of the signatures already. Now, because the whole thing is longer this way, higher this way, than the signature, I staggered the signatures. I staggered them. And so one's down toward the bottom, one's toward the top, one's toward the bottom, one's toward the top. See, and they're staggered. And so, but I got one more. Right here to put in there. Now, usually what I do is I punch holes in all these signatures and punch holes in the spine, but I didn't do that here because I can't punch holes in that thing. I don't know how to punch holes in a paper placemat. I don't know how to do that. I don't think there is a way to do that, actually. So, all I've done on this is I got like 5 papers folded, or 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a half, because I got that one in the middle. So I have 5 pages there. And what I did was I marked on all of my signatures that I ever make in my whole life. I just mark them at every 1 inch. And that's how I use my Tim Holtz ruler, and that one's got that 0 in the middle, and it goes out 6 inches that way and out 6 inches this way. That's what I use. I always center that on there, and then I just mark 5. I mean, in every inch. Okay, so now I'm not going to punch holes in this one. I'm just going to leave it like that with those marks on there. And then I'm going to lay it right beside. It's going to go. This one's going to go down because that one's up. This one down. And so what I do to get this thing held together now is I'll first take a couple of these here binder clips, and I'm going to clip the pages together so they don't move, otherwise they're going to jump around like Mexican jumping beans. So that's what I do. Now, those are held together with them binder clips. Now I'm going to put that on here, and I'm just going to lay that on there because that's the last one. And that's going to be down there. And then I open it up to the middle, And then I make sure that looks pretty even. That looks pretty even to me. So now I'm going to take a couple more binder clips and I'm going to clip this steel down at the bottom so it don't go moving and jumping around like those Mexican jumping beans I was telling you about. Just clipping them on there. And then to keep it straight up here at the top, I take this well, I'm using this needle, and I'm going to take that and I just pin it. You know, it's going to put holes in the pages, but it there. My fat arm, I always stick that right out there in your face. Okay, I just stuck that pin in there. It's pinned all the way through. It's going to leave holes in the pages, but it's a junk journal, so it doesn't matter if there's holes in the pages. But it'll hold that still for me. It'll hold that still for me so I can get my stitching in here. Then I got this here needle, this big old honking needle right here, and I got a piece of that embroidery floss on there. And so then now I'm going to stitch that right to the binding. Doesn't have to have no holes because I'm going to make it because this sucker's sharp. And so I start in the middle hole, and I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 holes. So I'm going to start it on number 5 hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the middle. Okay, so now I'm punching that right through. And it's kind of nice because I don't have to worry about lining up the holes. And there it comes right through. Now, it gets a little tricky when you pull it through. I leave about 6 inches or so, 4 inches of string there on the right there on the inside. See, I leave some of that right there. Now I'm going to go about 1 inch down here, and then I'm going to make sure that it comes through pretty much near that dot that I have there. That marks my inch. Just got it. Oh, sharp. There, and then I'll pull that up through there, and then I go back down to the next one, and then I go up again. I'm going to watch for that. Want that needle to come a little bit too far. Okay, there. It's pretty close to the hole. Came right up through there, through the hole, and then back down. That's the last hole to the bottom. Now it'll be a little bit easier coming back up. Going north is easier than coming south. Alright, now we're going to go up. See, then I can just look at my thread on the outside and know that it's going to come through. Pretty close. Doesn't have to be exact. And then back down through that hole. Then back up through this next hole. Back up to that one. Now we're back to that middle one. I'm going down, going down, going down. Okay, and then I reach up there and poke it through. It's a guessing game there when you sharp. It's a guessing game, you know. But hey, who doesn't like a guessing game? That's good. And that's one thing about junk journals. You do not have to have nothing perfect measured. You do not. You just go for it with gusto. And okay, so now I'm getting this next one up here and hoping that it goes right near that spot. It's not right on it, but it's close enough for horseshoes. Okay, now. And then back down the last hole. I'm in the last hole. Up here. I mean, up at north. Now I'm going back south. And so, that's the last one there. So then, where is that one? Oh, there it is. Now, I'm going to come back in that way. Back down through that hole. And now up one more hole, That's right here. You can see because my thread is there. I'm sure you can't see it because it's all blended into that placemat. Oh, that went perfect. Okay, good. Now, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna tie this right here. And tie it in a knot. And I'm gonna get that tied nice and tight. Now, let me give it an extra little tie. Now I'm gonna cut that off. And what I do with these is I just leave them there, and I take 2 hearts. I don't have 2 hearts cut out right now, but I'll not put one on this side, one on this side, and I call these heartstrings because I like heartstrings. All right. Oh, now I'll just pull that needle out that was holding this. Pull these little binder clips off of there, and voila, the last page, the last signature is in the book now. See, I got them in there. And so they're flippity-flappity. Now, I got all this much space. That's about 2 inches of space that I'm going to be able to actually put things on these pages, and they can stick out 2 inches. And it'll still close. And that's what's going to make this here album just a work of art. Or a piece of crap. I don't know. So anyhow, I wanted to show you this little trick. I have this one little trick too. So here, I'm gonna just take one of the signatures, and I'm gonna open it, not in the middle, but to the side. And then I have these strips of paper. These are just strips. I'll show you what I bought. Well, maybe I can't show you because I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. You know, when you go buy in paper for, scrapbooks and stuff, that can get a little bit costly. But look at this. I went and bought this. What the heck is it? Columnar pad with 6 columns, 50 sheets, whatever. I bought it over to the Walmart, and it's got these pages like this on there. Isn't that cool? The stuff you can make out of this, and of course, double-sided. Can you imagine that? Now, that's not all I bought. I also bought this. It's a money rent receipt book. I bought that. And look at this. It's got like all these things in here. I got some right now that I coffee dyed, and they're in the dehydrator. I probably should check on them pretty soon. They might catch fire. Would you check on them for me, Pop? See if they're dry, my papers. And so coffee dye in them, and heck, that's nice. And then this one is a sales book. What I wanted to get, but I forgot to pick up, is I wanted like guest checks too, like from that you would use in the restaurant. I want to get some of them too. But again, like these, and there's so many, and they're cheap. So anyway, that's something that I bought. Oh, and you know what else I bought when I was there? I'm getting off track, aren't I? But I bought this whole roll of tickets. That's a whole roll of tickets. But you know what? I've coffee dyed some of these. I've inked some of them. I bought the white ones. They got all different colors. I was kind of hoping they had like a manila colored, but they didn't have none of them. But they did have white, so I bought the white because I can make them in any kind of colors. And I can make tags out of them, and God knows what I can make out of them. And so anyhow, I took one of those pages and I cut it into these strips. The strips are like 3/4 of an inch because my holes, like I told you, 1 inch. So I made these 3/4 of an inch. Now I can go through this, take these. Just a minute. I get my fingernail under here. Okay, now I can take this, and I'm going to take and slide this piece through. Now, see, I just slid it underneath where that stitch is, and it come out over here. See there? Now, I'm going to I'm going to do the same thing on the next one. And you don't have to do each one. You can do like only 2 or 3. But you can, this is what I'm doing on this one. 2, I got 3, and I'm put one more. There we go. Now, so I just put them 4 strips and just slid them underneath those where the paper meets the road, I don't know, or the paper, you know, the fold of the paper, and there, see, it's on this side and on this side, those 4 little slips of paper. So now with those 4 little slips of paper, you can attach another page. So like this here, back down there where I put you. Like this, I can make this a page. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take my glue. Yeah, I don't have my other glue. Where's my glue? Okay, I'm just going to use this glue. Oops, now I got glue on my finger. Okay, that's okay. I'll just take it off my finger and put it in the thing. And then I'm going to glue. Oh, thank you, Papa. Oh, look at them. They're all dry. Look at that. It's those things. It's the listen. Do you hear that crinkle? Oh, those are beautiful. Okay, but what I'm doing now hubby just carried them to me. I'm going to put some glue on these strips right here like this. Okay, now, and then I'm going to take this here piece of paper. I had that just in my scrap wagon, and I'm just going to put that on there. Put that on there. See that? Now, then those strips hold that page on there. See how that works? Now, I can put another piece of paper or leave this just like it is and decorate it. Okay, but then I need to go and do on the other side too. I'll have to put something over on that side. But I'm not going to do that right now because you get the point right there. You got my drift. Yeah. Now, and see how that pokes out of there? I'm going to have, on this journal, I'm going to have a lot of pokey out things like that. Because that's what I want to have. Okay, now I want to show you also. I got one more page here that I didn't put in. I didn't put this in there because the reason I didn't put that in there is because I'm going to cut it up. I'm going to go ahead and put it in my cutting thing. And I'm going to cut that like pretty much in 8 pretty much equal size pieces. Let's see. I can do this quickly. I'm trying to do it quickly because I got, you know how I just am. I just go overboard and overgab and over something. Well, it's not good to go overboard. I went on a cruise one time. It would not have been good to go overboard. But there's a lot of water. Okay, so now, there we go. I got those cut into those pieces. Put that down there. As you noticed, like I told you on the last video, I was going to clean up this mess. I didn't. I don't care. I don't care. Now, let's see. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put each one of these. I got to make sure I got my stamps straight where I got words. And I'm going to put this one because I had hello stamped on there. So I'm going to. I got hello stamped on there. So, because of that, I'm going to make that be on my front. And then I just put them all together just like that. All them 8 pages. And then I'll take my stapler and I'm going to staple at the top. And I made that little pad there. And then I'm going to take, let's see, I got a drawer full of washi tapes there. So I just picked one. I picked this green one. And then I'm going to take a piece of that washi tape and I'll put that at the top here, like this. I didn't get it on straight, but you know me, I don't care. Now there is me a little notepad. But what I'm going to do with that notepad is I'm going to take some of this double-sided tape. Where is it? There's the end. And I'm going to put that across the back here, like thusly. Yeah, there you go. Close enough. So not straight. I can't get anything straight. I don't know why. Maybe it's because my glasses on the top of my head instead of in my eyeballs. Now, I'm going to take that off of there. And then just on one of my pages in here, I'm going to stick that in there. There. So now on that page, it's not only a page that is already beautiful, but it's also got this little notepad in there. So when you start journaling, you have got extra space that you can write stuff in. This thing still smells like coffee. Okay, now there's something else. That's not it. There's just a little bit more, but don't worry. It's not much. Okay, now I'm going to show you here. I have made a lot of these little pockets and filled and decorated the pockets and filled them with stuff. Like this is some of my tickets. And see how I grunged them to make them look old and feeble like me. And then I got that tag in there, and then these things are in there, whatever they are. And it says, enjoy today, a lifetime of memories, live in the moment. I put them in there. And I dropped this in the floor. Okay, got it. This is like a little pair of scissors. It was in like I think a Tim Holtz Infirma pack. I can't say that word, Infirma. And so I just say it that way, and hopefully it's okay. Now, okay, I'm getting, but the thing about this is, now, a lot of times when you add a lot of stuff to the page, you're taking up journaling space. Now, when you do something like this, you put the clip on the back, then you can just put it on that page, and there it is. That page is now like embellished, but you still have the whole page to write on because you can move that off. You can move that out of the way. So like this page with my little notepad right there, with my little embellished pocket right there, just sticking on there, it's going to be good. Now this here page sticking out to the side, I think that's just beautiful. But I've made a lot of these little pockets like this, and that is what I'm going to put on my pages so that I have embellishments, beautiful embellishments. I think they're just gorgeous. And just paper clip them on there. And see, and because they can be moved and put in different places, here's another one. I got some tickets in that one. And different things I have in there. Just fun things, you know. Just made tags, and I just embellished that one with a butterfly and little stuff. A little bit of washi tape. And I can put that on that little page. And now that page is embellished that fast. And here's another one. What is this? Oh, this is a tag. Oh, this tag come off my paper clips. It's a pretty tag, so I stuck it in there. More tickets that I dyed and whatnot, and so, and then we'll just put them right here. You can even clip 2 pages together if you so choose. And so there, see, look at how it's already getting all nice and plump. And then here's one here. Oh, that's pretty. This one's a little bit bigger, see, and stuff on it and in it, on it and in it. And so even if you never write in a book, if all you use it is for a picture book, you know, that's nice. Okay, so there. Now, that's that part. And then here's a piece of paper I took out of that book, and I wrinkled it, and I sprayed it, and I grunged it up, and so I stamped the word smile down there, and see, that's going to make a page. I'm going to get that in there. This might be what I'll stick on that other side where those things are sticking out. Now, was there something else? No, that's it. That's it. I'm gonna. But I just want to look at these. These now, see, those are those receipts that they were brand new and brand spanking new, and but now look at them as they're come out of the dehydrator after being coffee dyed, and see, they're wrinkled and they're crinkly, and there's the tickets, and everything just looks old. So just go over to the Walmart. You might even get them at the Dollar Tree cheaper, and buy some of them. Buy one of them. If you buy one of them books, it's gonna last you till the cows come home. Okay, that's all I'm gonna show you today. I got a couple other things I could do, but I'm gonna wait for them till the next video because I don't like my videos to last really, really, really too long. And so that's it for today, folks. And I want to say I love you, and I want you to know that I wish for God to watch over you every day and keep you safe, because you have to be safe to be able to do your crafting. And then also, may He guide you in every step you take today, tomorrow, next Thursday, the second Tuesday of next week, all the time, forever and a day. And that's it. And now I'm going to hit stop up here. Right here it says stop. And I hate to quit because I hate to leave you guys. But anyhow, I am going to do that because I'm not going to keep you much. And so, okay, like I say, love you. Cheers. Ciao. Whatever it is we say. Okay, bye.